Hello, and welcome to the Redwood High School 2018-2019 basketball season cheer informational presentation. The tryout process. Candidates that are trying out for the team will learn material during a 2-day clinic. They will be learning a dance, cheer, jumps, and other skills that will help with their overall performance when trying out. We do not have set team sizes, and cuts are made when there is a natural break in scores. This means that if a majority of candidates score within the 90 to 80 range and the rest score between 70 to 60, that would be the break between making the JV or varsity team. If someone would score much lower than the majority, this would be when we would make cuts. When trying out, candidates are required to turn in the following paperwork: the signed cheerleader and parent agreement, a picture of themselves, a proof of a 2.0 GPA, and have completed their online athletic participation form on Register My Athlete. After the final day of tryouts, teams will be posted on our website, redwood.org/cheer. Online athletic registration. In order to participate in any Redwood sport, you are required to complete an online athletic registration on Register My Athlete. This requires a medical clearance form filled out by a doctor and a parent e-signature. All documents for registration are available on the website. If the candidate makes the team, they must have a completed medical form with a doctor's signature before they can participate. Medical forms may be uploaded as a scanned document or as a picture. Practice. Cheer has practice on Mondays and Wednesdays. Varsity will be having practice from 3:15 to 5:15, and JV will be having practice from 4:30 to 6:30. All practices are mandatory. Our season practices start on October 29th. We will not be having practice on the following dates: October 31st, November 19th, and November 21st. There will be no practice over winter break, with the exception of either January 2nd or January 3rd. A stunt clinic may be added for JV, but the date is yet to be decided. MCAL season games. This season, we will only cheer at 1 game per week, not the usual 2 to 3 games. Due to the small number of games we will be cheering at all games is required. The JV team cheers for varsity girls, and the varsity team cheers for varsity boys. JV games will have a game time of 6 p.m. and are required to arrive an hour early for practice at 5 p.m. Varsity games will have a game time of 7:30 p.m. and are required to arrive an hour early for practices at 6:30 p.m. Do not be late for before game practices. We will be cheering at the following games: November 27th against San Marin at Redwood, January 3rd at Drake High School, January 12th against Marin Catholic at Redwood, January 17th against Branson at Redwood, January 24th against Drake at Redwood, February 1st against San Rafael at Redwood, this is also the senior game, and February 4th at Marin Catholic. If either of the varsity teams qualify for playoffs, there will be games we attend after February 4th. Expectations. Every cheerleader is required to turn in a signed cheerleader-parent agreement from the tryout packet. Please read the tryout packet before signing the agreement. It has detailed rules that we expect cheerleaders to follow throughout the season. There is no leaving early from practice or games, and do not schedule any doctor, dentist, or orthodontist appointments during practice. Do not miss games. Do not schedule tutoring, college interviews, or SAT, ACT prep during required cheer hours. If there is an emergency or dire conflict with a practice or game, you are required to let the coaches know in advance by an email sent by parents. Verbal acknowledgement will not be excused. It must be an email from a parent. Additional fitness training is required to be on the team. All fundraising is mandatory. It is important that cheerleaders communicate with parents about practices and games, as well as the expectations and rules outlined in the tryout packet. Cheerleaders represent the school, meaning that we expect them to have a positive representation of themselves, the school, and our cheer program, especially when they are wearing the cheer uniform or cheer-related clothing. Parent involvement. During basketball season, cheer runs the snack bar for all home games. This includes games that we are not scheduled to cheer at. Redwood also hosts the playoff games, which means we run the snack bar for every game, even if Redwood does not qualify for playoffs. Each family is required to work several shifts. We receive all funds from the snack bar, meaning this is a huge funds raiser for us. We need everyone's help. Once your child makes the team, you will receive an email from either of the team moms, Valerie Trams or Morgan Pierce, regarding the basketball season snack bar shifts. Valerie will also be another point person helping to organize logistical aspects of the cheer program, such as clothing orders, team events, and reminder emails. JV will also need a parent to coordinate a carpool for the 2 away games, as well as other parents to volunteer to drive them to said games. Communication with coaches and team mom. If there is any issues or you have questions about something, you are welcome to contact a coach. We ask that you only contact us when it is necessary. For example, if you are unsure as to what bow to wear to the game, that is something you need to ask your team captains about. Our coaches are Heather Long, who is also the cheer program director, Shannon McGinnis, who will be working with both varsity and JV, Sarah Solomon, who assists with varsity, Yasmin Peters, who will be working with JV, and Sarah Segal, who will also be working with JV. As mentioned previously, Valerie Trams is our team mom, who will be sending email reminders out and help coordinate with the snack bar. Cost. If your child makes the team, they will be required to purchase specific clothing for practices, as well as certain amenities for games. For a person that is new to the team, this will cost $100+. They will need to order things such as cheer shoes, practice clothes, uniform essentials, bows, and palms. In addition to what is required when ordering, there are optional items such as sweatpants, sweatshirts, etc. that can be ordered if desired. You will receive more information on ordering once you have made the team. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for listening, and go Giants!